All right, great. I'd like for us to start this way. Can we do this exercise? Just please close your eyes for a minute. Have we all done that? Great. So tell me, what do you see? From where I stand right now, I see a lot of young, dynamic Nigerians, future leaders of this great country, people who are visionary and very strategic across all spheres of life. Now, you want to ask me, how do I know that? I see amongst you seated medical doctors, engineers, IT specialists, the future IK Megwale of this world. I see enthusiastic Nigerians who are going to do great. You know how I know? 30 years ago, I was sitting right in this same hall where you are with my white and green. I was actually in the green class with the likes of Fumilayo, Tolani Salau that spoke to you yesterday from Canada, and even the doctor that called from the East, who were all students just like you 30 years ago. But today, we are professionals in our different spheres. Some are medical doctors, some are lawyers. And so I believe without a doubt that all of you will be great and become great future leaders in Nigeria. Students, are you with me on that? All right, I believe that we all agree. You guys are tomorrow's leaders today. And so I need you to dream and dream big. You know, talking about tomorrow's technology, because you see, times have changed. In our times, we didn't have social media, we didn't have technology, we didn't have all of the tools that you have today. But you guys have, so there's been a lot of technological advancement, even in learning. You know, you can use Google, you can search for anything. There's artificial technology today. There's drone technology today. All of this being made possible by technology. Let's embrace the good side of technology and become great people. So you are all future leaders for tomorrow, but you've got to make up your mind today what you want to become tomorrow. Can we move to the next slide, please? Okay, you already seen the slide of my picture when I got to Houston, Texas in the US. That car by my right is a self-drive electric car. And so it can be programmed to take anybody anywhere. So tomorrow's picture is already here today. It's produced by Tesla. I had a beautiful ride within the city of Houston. And it's AI, artificial intelligence, that controlled it. So if you develop yourself in technology, you can design things like that and be wonderful people. So let's go to the next slide. You know, leadership, I talk about you guys being the leaders of tomorrow. Leadership, they say, is a combination of learned skills. All of the skills that you learn today in school, all of the skills you will learn outside of school. Some of you take computer lessons already. You know, this will come from training, to come from education, like what you're currently doing in Antioch. It will come from capacity building. So all of these skills combined with your innate ability, that's what will make you future leaders of tomorrow. Malcolm X, a popular American, I'm sure we all know Malcolm X. He said, and I quote, that education is the future, you know, for tomorrow, is the passport to the future for tomorrow. Tomorrow belongs to those who are prepared for it today. So the question is, students, are you prepared for tomorrow, today? Are you dreaming big? Education is not a scam. Don't let anybody deceive you. Education in the 21st century is what will move our nation to the next level. Let's look at the example of China. Let's move to the next slide and play the video of the students in China. So I'd like you to take a minute or two to listen, watch this video. Yeah, thank you very much. So I'd like you to ask yourself, children, what did we learn from this video? What are the target demographics? Who are the people here? You know, this is a video from Shanghai in China. And Shanghai share a lot of similarities with Lagos, Nigeria. It's one of the most populous provinces in China. It shared that most of the children are children of migrants. So they are the poor people, they are the downtrodden, but they were determined to make a difference. So what are the demographics of these people? They are children of the poor, they are children of the middle class, they are children of the migrants, but they were determined. He said they had stellar performance when it came to education, that they excel, you know, in mathematics, in science, and in reading. Children, are you going to excel? Some of you have done your junior WAEC. Did you excel? Was it a stellar performance? Some of you are preparing for WAEC. Would you ace it? Do we have people who will come up with all straight A's? For those of you who are science students, straight A's in physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics, English, and all of that. Social science, will you come out with straight A's? That's what we need to learn from the China example. These children took their, you know, stride in their hands, and they did great. It says they were the best in the Asian province, and indeed the entire world. So children, I want us to be inspired by this video. That's why we played it today, to look at it. You know, what role did they play in Shanghai? What about their teachers? What role did their teachers play? It says they prepared, they did personal development so that they can prepare the students for exams. So children, I want to believe that you will prepare hard. I want to believe that you work hard so you can be great, because education, like Malcolm X said, is the passport for tomorrow's future. Whatever you want to become, it is possible, you can do it. But first of all, you need to bend down and learn. Study hard, read hard, have good characters, listen to your parents, listen to your teachers. Also, the government has to play a role. The government in Shanghai played a major role by providing resources, by providing investment in education. Education should take at least 5% of our GDP, annual GDP, or 20% of our total budget. But that's not the case in Nigeria today. So that needs to change. So both our children, our teachers, our schools, and our government have a role to play for Nigeria to become great. Children, are you with me? All right. So the question is, can education, next slide, please. Can education make an impact on the development of an economy? There's really no gainsaying it. The answer is yes. Education has helped many countries. Good example is Algeria. Good example is Nepal. Good example is China and several other open economics. Education will provide better income for you. Education will take you places. Once you are qualified, once you have the skills, the sky is just the stepping stone. So I need for us to all make that decision to decide what you want to become, and dream big and work hard, work smart. You know, Algeria, for instance, next slide. Algeria, for instance, launched a school for all, for between ages of 6 to 16, which are teenagers just like you today. They use that, you know, to end poverty in Algeria. Nigeria can do the same. Children like to read and be passionate. It's not just Algeria, even in Niger. Niger use education to bring financiers, NGOs, government agencies to finance education, and they were able to move out of poverty. Another great example is Nepal, where there was crisis and all of that. Education was used as a role, you know, to bring peace into that country. We can use education today. The more people that are educated today, the better for us. Nigeria is going into election in a few months from now. If we are educated people, we know that we don't have to be involved in thuggery, ballotry, and all kinds of vices that politicians use us to play. If we're educated, let's say no to all of those violence and, you know, be involved moving our country forward. Example, education, to strategic importance of education. They use education to help the women to reduce, the gender inequality gap. So the question is, what can Nigeria do today? What can our students do to become better people, to become medical doctors, to excel, to live the dream? I'm here talking to you as a parent today, and you are sitting over there as a student. 30 years ago, I was a student, but today I'm a parent. I have a thriving business. I've traveled the world, been to Asia, India, all of those places. I've been to the US, I've been to, Dubai. Imagine Dubai. Dubai was a desert. But when I got to Dubai, I stood in awe. What brought them to that level? It is technological advancement. It is education. It is skills acquired and a desire for a better country. Let's start dreaming as children. Some of you would work hard, work smart. Some of you would work with drones. All of the softwares we have in our phones, the apps that we use, some of them were created by students in Korea, South Korea. You can do the same. Today, artificial intelligence, that car I was sharing with you, was done by artificial intelligence. You go to banks, AI is taking over. Search engine optimization, these are new technologies. Some of you will become neurosurgeons and all of that. I need you to dream high. Don't leave this place today without making a decision what you want to become for the future. Discuss with your parents. Work smart, work hard towards it. We pray that our government will take a suit from the Shanghai example, that they will make policies that would, encourage learning in our schools, encourage our teachers to do great, encourage our lecturers to personally develop themselves, and that to put an end to all that leads to strike, where students spend many years instead of 4 or 5 years to complete their programs. I hope you'll be passionate. I hope our teachers will be passionate about personal development. I hope our children will dream big. I hope our country, Nigeria, will be great. So that's the message I brought for us today, that education is not a scam. It's actually a vehicle to take us to our next level. It's a vehicle that would help you become great. It's a vehicle that will help you to actualize your dreams. Thank you very much, students. I'll take a few questions, and that'll be it for now. Thank you, and God bless. Bye.